You aren't supposed to be here. Not according to the statistics. Not according to the neighborhood that raised you. Not according to the last name you carry.
You just refreshed your bank app for the 10th time today. The number didn't change. A 7 followed by 6 zeros. To an outside observer, it looks like a typo on a digital screen, a glitch in the simulation, an error in the grand accounting of your bloodline.
But it isn't an error. It's the visual representation of a cycle being broken. You are standing on a foundation of capital that your ancestors couldn't even visualize. They didn't build. They survived. They traded their time for mere existence. Every hour a transactional sacrifice to keep the lights on and the monsters at bay. Now, you are a steward of that sacrifice. And that weight, it has a gravity you are only beginning to feel.
Growing up, money wasn't a tool. It was a ghost. You only felt it when it was missing. You remember the sound of your parents arguing over a radiator that wouldn't turn on. You remember the quiet shame of a declined card at the grocery store. And the way the air in the house changed when a bill arrived in a red envelope. You were taught that money is a monster to be feared, or a god to be worshipped. You were never taught that it is simply a horse to be ridden. Now, you sit in a room that costs more than your childhood home. The air is thinner here. The silence is louder. You can change your environment. You can buy the view. You can wear the tailored wool. But changing the operative system inside your own mind, that takes decades.
You find yourself walking through a designer store, able to buy anything in the room without checking the price tag. Yet you still feel a physical pang of guilt. Imposter syndrome. The nagging fear that it's all a massive mistake. That tomorrow, the system will recalculate and you will be back at zero. You find yourself cheaping out on a $5 cup of coffee while you finalize a 6-figure real estate transaction. That's the scarcity myth. It is a neurological trauma that doesn't heal with a deposit.
Being the first means you get the view. But it also means you carry the rope. You quickly learn that $1 million doesn't solve problems. It just changes their nature. Your relationships begin to warp under the gravitational pull of your success.
At family dinners, the air changes when you walk in. You are no longer just a son, a brother, or a cousin. You are the one who made it.
You want to help. You feel a massive debt of loyalty to the people who shared the struggle with you. but you learn the most painful lesson of wealth management. If you give it all away to people who don't understand how to multiply it, you don't save them. You just ensure that the cycle restarts with your children.
To secure the legacy of people whose names you will never know, your great-grandchildren, you must first learn to say no to the people you love. You have to become the bad guy, the stoic accountant of a future they cannot see.
You didn't break the cycle just to drive a better car. You broke the cycle to buy back control. The first million isn't about consumption. It is about removing the word must from your daily reality.
While others use capital to accumulate status, you are using it to accumulate time. You are buying freedom. The freedom to choose your problems. The freedom to wake up and realize that for the first time in your family's history, your survival is no longer tied to your clock-in time.
You are a bridge between survival and sovereignty. Bridges are heavy. They are made of difficult decisions. They are supported by the logic you must maintain when emotions run high. You are installing a new operating system for your bloodline. You are the architect of a new normal.
Being the first is lonely. Pioneers always are. The arrows are always in their backs. They are the ones who have to walk through the dark first, so others can see the light.
But as you sit in this silent room, looking out at a city that now feels like a playground, you realize it was worth every second of the wait. You have secured the liberty of trajectories you will never experience. You have paid the price so your children can start on the ceiling you died to build. Being first is heavy, but being last is a choice. Welcome to the new standard. Try not to trip on your way in.